Why the ocean has a graveyard of ships? Imagine this. Beneath the seemingly tranquil waves, the ocean conceals a monumental secret. A place where millions of ships have found their final resting place, transforming the seafloor into a massive underwater graveyard. Mighty warships, treasure-laden Spanish galleons, and even the legendary Titanic with its claim of being unsinkable, all now lie as silent ruins, buried in the depths. What really happened? Today, with Science for Real, we embark on a journey full of astonishing and thrilling discoveries. You might be surprised to learn that it wasn't just fierce storms or treacherous currents that led to these fates. There are mysterious, unexpected forces that have turned the ocean into the final resting place for countless ships and their crews. Don't miss out, because what's about to be revealed will leave you awestruck, maybe even chilled, as you witness the ocean's unforgiving power and hidden mysteries. Let's dive down and uncover the true story behind this graveyard of ships, a place where every voyage carries an unanswered question. One introduction to the ship graveyard. Imagine, beneath the deep blue ocean where light barely reaches, there lies a colossal, largely unknown graveyard. It is a place where millions of once proud ships that once sailed the seas now rest silently on the ocean floor, covered in layers of sediment and seaweed, silent witnesses of bygone eras. Each shipwreck tells a dramatic story, a fragment of grand dreams, boundless ambitions, and quiet tragedies, unexpected events that unfolded as humankind faced the absolute power of the ocean. When we see these wrecks, we're not just looking at rusted metal and rotting wood. We're glimpsing the final, tense moments of a journey, the crashing waves, the howling wind, and the determination of those who dared to push past the limits. These ships, whether they were the mighty warships of ancient empires or the grand merchant vessels carrying the hopes and wealth of their time, were once symbols of strength and conviction. Yet, in the end, the boundless power of the ocean engulfed them all, locking away the secrets of each voyage as a collector would treasure precious artifacts. But this graveyard is not a place of mere darkness or eerie silence. Each shipwreck, though long lost to the depths, continues to tell a vivid story of civilizations, of commerce and warfare, of humanity's love for the sea, and the unquenchable thirst for discovery. These wrecks are massive treasures, not only for the material wealth they might hold but for the knowledge they represent, traces of the past that we still strive to decipher to understand more about ourselves. Today, let us step into this world, diving deep into the pathways of time and the ocean floor, to listen to the whispered tales of these sunken ships. Why has the ocean become the eternal home for humanity's most daring adventurers? Why, despite the dangers, do we keep venturing out to sea, leaving behind legends that now rest quietly beneath the waves? Get ready for surprising answers as we uncover a graveyard where each broken fragment is an invaluable legacy, forever telling the story of those who dared to touch the immortal depths of the ocean. History of maritime exploration. Humanity's journey across the seas began with primitive rafts and canoes made from hollowed-out tree trunks. From the earliest days when humans gazed toward the distant horizon, dreaming of new lands, the ocean has been both a daunting challenge and an endless source of inspiration. To expand territories, seek out new lands, or simply satisfy curiosity about the vast unknown, our ancestors took their first steps on small boats, braving towering waves and the mysteries of the open sea. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians, Phoenicians, and other Mediterranean societies were among the first to explore and utilize the sea for trade, building networks of connection and cultural exchange. The Egyptians' early boats, crafted from reeds, skimmed along the Nile, creating a lively trade network throughout their remarkable land. The Phoenicians, a formidable maritime power, were pioneers in developing advanced seafaring techniques that enabled them not only to navigate the Mediterranean but also to push the boundaries of the known world. They were the true trailblazers, linking distant lands and sowing the seeds of international commerce. During the Age of Exploration, European civilizations embarked on grand expeditions, discovering new continents and opening up global trade routes. Voyages by Columbus and Vasco da Gama not only marked unprecedented journeys but also transformed human perspectives on the world and the richness of diverse cultures. This era saw mighty ships like the caravel and galleon become the powerhouses of exploration, carrying dreams, aspirations, and, at times, ambitions of conquest. The 19th century ushered in a new age of maritime history with the Industrial Revolution, as sails gave way to steam engines. Steamships no longer depended on wind, making voyages faster, more stable, and more reliable than ever. The ocean became the highway of global trade, transporting goods across continents in a fraction of the time. Today's massive cargo ships symbolize a world deeply interconnected, where 80% of global goods traverse these vast blue highways. Maritime history is an epic tale of courage, ingenuity, and the boundless aspirations of humankind. Every voyage carried risks and challenges but also brought people closer together, opening up new horizons. The ocean, both familiar and enigmatic, is not just a pathway to distant lands but a reminder of the enduring spirit of exploration and the extraordinary strength that lies within the heart of every person. 3. The dangers of the sea. The ocean, magnificent and beautiful, is also filled with perils that only those brave enough to conquer it can fully understand. For sailors and explorers, the sea is not merely a route to new lands but a colossal challenge requiring courage, skill, and utmost vigilance. Powerful waves, strong currents, sudden storms, and harsh weather conditions can transform what seems like a calm voyage into a life or death struggle. One of the greatest dangers is the weather. At sea, weather can change abruptly, shifting from calm to stormy in the blink of an eye. Major storms not only create towering waves but bring intense, gusty winds, rendering even the sturdiest ships small and vulnerable. Sailors must face torrential rain, roaring thunder, and dark skies with no guiding lights. Many vessels have vanished without a trace beneath the waves, taken by an unexpected storm. In addition to weather, currents and underwater streams are silent but formidable foes. Strong currents like the Gulf Stream in the Atlantic or the Kuroshio in the Pacific can push a ship off its planned route, leading to loss of control or the risk of collision with hidden reefs. Moreover, dangerous whirlpools, riptides, and rogue waves, massive waves that can reach the height of a building, can appear suddenly and sink any ship in an instant. But it's not only nature that brings danger. Humans also contribute to the threats of the sea. Since ancient times, piracy has posed a terrifying risk on maritime routes. Places like the Strait of Malacca and the Somali coast are still piracy hotspots today, where merchant ships face the risk of plunder and threats to the lives of their crew. These attacks demand that vessels remain on constant alert and prepared to defend themselves in dangerous situations. Moreover, reefs, coral barriers, and narrow passages are significant hazards. Many ships have fallen victim to sharp coral reefs and concealed rocky outcrops lurking just below the clear water. In the past, when navigation technology was rudimentary, even the smallest mistake could lead to an irreversible shipwreck. The dangers of the sea are vast and unpredictable. For those bold enough to face them, the ocean offers a continuous lesson in resilience, meticulous preparation, and respect for the forces of nature. With all its beauty and ferocity, the ocean remains the greatest adventure humanity has ever pursued. 4. Dangerous maritime routes. For sailors who embark on ocean journeys, certain routes are infamous not only for their strategic locations but also for their harsh and challenging nature. These regions serve not only as connectors between oceans but as death corridors, where countless ships have sunk, and even the most experienced sailors face unpredictable dangers. Cape of Good Hope, Cape of Storms. The waters around Cape of Good Hope in South Africa rank among the most treacherous in the world. Here, the Atlantic and Indian Oceans meet, creating powerful currents and massive waves, sometimes reaching heights of 30 meters. The weather changes in an instant, and sudden storms frequently overturn and sink ships. Initially named the Cape of Storms by early explorers, the name was later changed to Cape of Good Hope to encourage voyages toward new lands. Drake Passage, turning point of fierce waves. The Drake Passage, located between South America and Antarctica, is one of the most perilous maritime routes on the planet. Its frigid waters, combined with the relentless westerlies, powerful westward winds, create fierce storms and turbulent seas, as there is no landmass to block the gales. The harsh currents and unpredictable weather make ships nearly powerless against its towering waves. Even with modern technology, navigating the Drake Passage is a risky endeavor, especially in winter when high waves and violent storms are common. Strait of Malacca, where dragons and pirates lurk. The Strait of Malacca, lying between Malaysia and Indonesia, is one of the world's most crucial maritime routes, with about 25% of global trade passing through it. Yet, it is also one of the hottest piracy zones. Narrow waters and heavy traffic make it easy for pirates to launch attacks on merchant ships. Beyond the threat of piracy, the shallow waters and hidden coral reefs pose additional risks, with many ships running aground or colliding with unseen obstacles. English Channel, traffic and tidal hazards. The English Channel, situated between the UK and France, is one of the busiest maritime routes in the world. Thousands of vessels, from cargo ships and passenger ferries to fishing boats, traverse this route daily, creating dense traffic. Combined with strong tides, sudden weather changes, and shifting sandbanks, navigating the channel is exceptionally challenging. This area has seen many tragic shipwrecks throughout history, involving everything from warships to modern-day cruise liners. Bering Sea, the icy, storm-laden frontier located between Russia and Alaska. The Bering Sea is a freezing expanse with harsh weather, especially in winter when temperatures plummet, ice forms, and fierce storms rage. Ships passing through must contend with blizzards, towering waves, and the threat of massive drifting ice and thick ice layers. Fishing vessels and cargo ships often face the dilemma of braving these risks or finding a safer route to protect both crew and cargo. Graveyard of the Atlantic, North Carolina's shipwrecked grave. The waters off North Carolina, USA, are famously called the Graveyard of the Atlantic. This area experiences strong currents and is the meeting point of the Gulf Stream and Labrador currents, creating volatile weather and frequent thick fog. Shifting sandbars and complex underwater currents make navigation hazardous, and thousands of ships now rest on the ocean floor here. Each of these routes is more than just a significant trading corridor. They are symbols of extraordinary bravery and skill among those who dare to face the dangers of the open sea. From towering waves to swift currents and pirate threats, these routes bear witness to humanity's courage and unrelenting desire to explore the limitless power of the ocean. 5 famous shipwrecks beneath the deep ocean. Legendary ships that once sailed proudly, carrying passengers, treasures, and dreams of entire eras, now lie in silence as scattered remains. Each wreck tells a story that has never been fully recounted, where mysteries and historical legacies remain buried beneath the cold waters. These famous shipwrecks are more than physical relics. They are vivid witnesses to historical events and thrilling adventures. Titanic, icon of maritime disaster. No list of famous shipwrecks is complete without mentioning the Titanic, the most ill-fated ship of all time. Setting sail as the unsinkable ship, Titanic carried over 2,200 people, including some of the wealthiest and most influential figures of the 20th century. However, on the night of April 14, 1912, a collision with an iceberg caused it to sink, taking thousands of lives into the depths. Discovered in 1985, the wreck of the Titanic has since become a symbol of luxury, excess, and the fragility of human life in the face of nature. Santa Maria, Columbus's fateful journey. Santa Maria was one of the 3 ships Christopher Columbus used in his historic 1492 voyage. The largest ship of Columbus's fleet, Santa Maria was central to the journey that connected Europe and the Americas for the first time. However, on Christmas Day of that year, Santa Maria ran aground and sank near the coast of Haiti. While the wreck of Santa Maria no longer exists intact, its historical importance echoes as a symbol of the age of exploration and expansion. Queen Anne's Revenge, Blackbeard's infamous ship. Queen Anne's Revenge, the legendary ship of pirate Blackbeard, was a symbol of fear and power across the Caribbean in the 18th century. Equipped with up to 40 cannons, this ship terrorized sailors and merchants along the American coast. In 1718, Blackbeard deliberately sank Queen Anne's Revenge to downsize his crew. The wreck was discovered in 1996, bringing unique artifacts and a priceless look into the life of pirates during the golden age of piracy. Mary Rose, pride of King Henry VIII. Mary Rose was one of England's most important warships under King Henry VIII. Built to defend England's coast, the ship sank during a battle with France in 1545, capsizing and sinking before the king's eyes. Buried under the sea for over 400 years, it was recovered in 1982, along with thousands of artifacts, providing an authentic glimpse into Tudor England's naval power, from weapons to everyday tools and the life of its crew. San Jose, Spain's treasure galleon dubbed the Golden Galleon, Spain's San Jose carried an immense treasure trove of gold, silver, and jewels from South America to Spain. However, in 1708, the ship was attacked and sank off Colombia's coast in a battle with the British Navy. Discovered in 2015, the wreck of San Jose remains at the bottom of the sea and is the subject of disputes among Spain, Colombia, and others. The treasure aboard is estimated to be worth billions, making San Jose one of the most valuable shipwrecks in history. Antikythera, the Roman ship of scientific treasures discovered in 1900, the wreck of Antikythera, an ancient Roman ship, carried not only luxurious artifacts but also a mysterious device, the Antikythera mechanism, believed to be the world's first mechanical computer, used to calculate astronomical events. This discovery revealed the advanced scientific knowledge of the ancient Greeks and opened a doorway into the scientific achievements of antiquity. SS Edmund Fitzgerald, greatest tragedy of the Great Lakes. The Edmund Fitzgerald was the largest cargo ship on Lake Superior when it sank in 1975. During a severe storm, the ship lost communication and vanished in an instant, taking its entire crew to the lake bed. The wreck was found at a depth of over 150 meters, becoming one of the most tragic disasters in the Great Lakes and inspiring stricter maritime safety regulations. Flor de la Mar, Portugal's lost treasure. Flor de la Mar, a famous Portuguese treasure ship, sank off the coast of the Strait of Malacca in 1511, carrying a massive load of gold and jewels after the conquest of Malacca. Estimated to be worth billions, the treasure remains lost at sea, making Flor de la Mar one of the unsolved legends of treasure hunters to this day. USS Samuel B. Roberts, the destroyer that fought like a battleship. The USS Samuel B. Roberts, a U.S. Navy destroyer escort, made history during the Battle of Leyte Gulf, the largest naval battle of World War II. Despite its small size, it faced a far stronger Japanese force, symbolizing bravery and resilience. The wreck was discovered at a record depth of nearly 7,000 meters in 2022, rekindling the story of courage deep beneath the ocean. These famous shipwrecks are not just historical artifacts. They are stories of courage, tragedy, and dreams buried beneath the waves. Each ship, each story, stands as a testament to humanity's aspirations and as a reminder of the ocean's boundless and unforgiving nature. A final resting place that forever holds the secrets of time. 6. The most valuable shipwrecks. Shipwrecks resting on the ocean floor don't just hold historical tales. They carry priceless treasures, from gold and jewels to cultural artifacts. These ships, once laden with riches that fueled empires, are now the targets of treasure hunters and archaeologists. Here are some of the most valuable shipwrecks ever discovered. San Jose, a treasure trove worth up to $20 billion, dubbed the Holy Grail of treasure ships. The Spanish galleon San Jose carried tons of gold, silver, and precious stones from South America to Europe. In 1708, the San Jose was attacked by the British Navy and sank off the coast of Colombia. Its location remained secret for centuries until its discovery in 2015. With an estimated treasure worth $20 billion, the wreck has sparked a contentious ownership dispute involving Spain, Colombia, and other parties. Flor de la Mar, the lost treasure of the Portuguese Empire. The Flor de la Mar, or Flower of the Sea, was a Portuguese treasure ship that sank off the coast of the Strait of Malacca in 1511. Following the Portuguese conquest of Malacca, the ship was loaded with an immense fortune in gold, jewels, and rare artifacts. However, it sank in a fierce storm, and the treasure, estimated to be worth around $3 billion, has never been found, making it one of the most enduring legends of treasure hunting. Royal Merchant, El Dorado of the Sea, worth $1.5 billion. The Royal Merchant is one of England's most famous treasure ships. In 1641, while transporting a vast amount of gold and silver from Spain, it met its end near the coast of Cornwall, England, sinking quickly. The estimated treasure aboard the Royal Merchant is worth about $1.5 billion, and despite numerous expeditions, the exact location of the wreck remains undiscovered. Nuestra Señora de Atocha. Treasure of the Spanish Empire. Nuestra Señora de Atocha was a legendary Spanish treasure ship that sank in 1622 off the coast of Florida during a hurricane. It was loaded with thousands of silver coins, gold, and precious stones from South America destined for Spain. After decades of searching, treasure hunter Mel Fisher found the wreck in 1985, uncovering a treasure worth about $450 million, making it one of the greatest discoveries of the modern era. Whydah Galley, pirate treasure of Black Sam. Bellamy. The Whydah Galley was the treasure-laden ship of infamous pirate Black Sam Bellamy, who had plundered numerous merchant vessels in the Caribbean. In 1717, the Whydah met a tragic end, sinking near Cape Cod, USA, with its stolen treasures. In 1984, treasure hunter Barry Clifford discovered the wreck, uncovering thousands of gold and silver coins and priceless jewelry. The Whydah Galley remains the only confirmed pirate shipwreck ever found, with its hoard valued at millions. These shipwrecks represent treasures not only in wealth but also in historical, cultural knowledge, and untold stories. For treasure hunters and archaeologists, the ocean is still a largely uncharted territory, where every search is a thrilling journey into the past, uncovering mysteries and hidden riches. 7 Testament from the shipwrecks. Every shipwreck lying at the ocean's depths is like an unwritten testament from the past, holding secrets, lessons, and stories of entire eras. They are not mere remnants of metal or rotting wood. They are witnesses to voyages of discovery, commerce, and war. Each shipwreck continues to tell us about the adventurers who dared to cross the seas, their thirst for exploration, and the unexpected tragedies they faced. Whispers from history. Every shipwreck is a piece of history, preserving moments and experiences of ancient civilizations. From Phoenician merchant ships laden with olive oil and wine to the warships of the Romans and Spaniards, these wrecks are invaluable records of ancient life, trade, and technology. Artifacts like pottery, weaponry, and even personal belongings bring vibrant fragments of ancient lives, allowing us to reconstruct the cultures and lives of those who came before us. Maritime technology and knowledge of the age's shipwrecks also encapsulate the technological and navigational advancements of their times. Navigational devices such as the astrolabe and compass, along with the structural designs of galleons and steamships, are testaments to humanity's progression in maritime knowledge and the steps taken to conquer the seas. Polynesian vessels and European sailing ships together present a diverse picture of creativity and adaptation in shipbuilding techniques, showcasing innovations that modern explorers continue to study and appreciate. Lessons in global trade and economy. Treasures aboard merchant ships like the San Jose and Nuestra Señora de Atocha reflect the blossoming of a global economy during the golden age of empires. With their silver coins, gold, and rare commodities, they serve as evidence of intercontinental trade routes that facilitated the exchange not only of goods but also of knowledge and culture. Each shipwreck embodies an early link in the global supply chain, while the loss of these treasure ships reminds us of the immense risks involved in maritime trade and the fluctuations of historical economies. 7 Testament of courage and sacrifice. Many warship wrecks, such as the Mary Rose and USS Samuel B. Roberts, are clear symbols of courage and sacrifice from sailors engaged in fierce battles. Weapons, armor, and even personal items recovered from these wrecks are mementos of the bravery of those who fought for ideals and nations. Each piece of a ship or weapon lying at the seafloor tells a story of sacrifice, a legacy honored and remembered across generations. Cultural treasures and untold stories. Some wrecks, like the Antikythera, have unveiled cultural treasures that embody scientific and intellectual advances far ahead of their time. The Antikythera mechanism, a mechanical device used to calculate celestial positions, is not merely a tool but a cultural legacy that demonstrates the creativity of the ancient Greeks. Shipwrecks often reveal artifacts that extend beyond our current understanding, opening doors to untold stories of human intellect, creativity, and progress. Lessons from nature and awe. For the ocean. Shipwrecks found along dangerous maritime routes also remind us of nature's fierce unpredictability. Ships like the Titanic and Edmund Fitzgerald serve as cautionary tales about the ocean's immense power and the hazards it holds. Every wrecked ship serves as a warning of the need for humility before nature and a testament to humanity's helplessness in the face of the ocean's fury. while simultaneously encouraging respect and a deeper understanding of natural forces. Mission of marine archaeology and heritage preservation today. Shipwrecks play an essential role in the mission of marine archaeology and cultural heritage preservation. Discoveries from shipwrecks deepen our understanding of the past and yield invaluable historical lessons. Advances in deep-sea diving and underwater exploration have allowed archaeologists and treasure hunters to preserve these invaluable heritage sites. Each relic uncovered carries not just material value but also a mission to pass on the lessons and legacies of the ocean to future generations. The shipwrecks scattered across the ocean floor are extraordinary legacies from the past, filled with material treasures and spiritual values. They remind us of human civilization's evolution, the inherent risks of exploration, and the immeasurable worth of knowledge. From voyages that ended in tragedy to celebrated victories, from thriving trade to scientific advancements, the ocean preserves and protects the mysteries that humanity still yearns to uncover. So, we've journeyed through thrilling tales, tragedies, and haunting secrets of ships that now rest forever at the bottom of the ocean. The graveyard of ships is not only a place that preserves memories of journeys that never reached their destinations but also a powerful reminder of the boundless strength of the sea and the courage and sacrifices of those who dared to face the vast ocean. The mysteries of the deep still await discovery, and who knows, there may yet be undiscovered treasures or stories that have never been told. Thank you for joining Science for Real on this journey to uncover the secrets of the ship graveyard. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, so you won't miss our next stories as we continue to unravel the incredible mysteries of the natural world. See you in the next video.